I want to tell you something. I have expectation that has not been met. Listen to them. Don't just feel that I know what you want. I know what you want. You're not the Holy Spirit.
You're not the Holy Spirit.
Listen to them. Let them tell you. And most times, what they want is actually embedded in what you already have as a plan.
Oh, really?
Sometimes it's there. Maybe is the communication that's the problem.
Okay, so if I enter the establishment, when is the time for me to explain my expectations as a staff?
In fact, if I'm at the interview, I will even ask you, what are your expectations?
What expectations are you this is a tricky question to ask. What expectations are you expecting me to say? Like when you say, what are my expectations? Because my expectations can be far-fetched. So what are there parameters for my expectations?
Sometimes it depends on how you put them. I can even tell the kind of person you are and what drives you.
Okay.
By merely listening to you.
Okay.
I can tell your passion and to what extent you want to drive your career. So sometimes if I ask, what are your expectations? And you're telling me that really I don't have not much. As long as I'm fine, as long I'm okay as long as I'm taken care of by the company. Basically, you're talking about job security. It's an expectation. But sometimes I've been in an interview before, and the MD was asking me that in 10 years as the human resource person, what will you be doing for us? I think in 10 years I won't be the human resource person. And he was like, what? Where do you want to go? I said, in 10 years I will still be here. As if I'm here, I will have been a director or something. I'm not going to be tied down in 10 years as a human resource person. No, that really got to him, and he said, okay, that makes sense.
Why then are we so scared to make these expectations known? Okay, I'll give you an instance. I just got off the conversation about a young man who is 25 and wants to work, but he doesn't want to work for his parents because I'm trying to show you that I want to evolve. Like there's so much that this business can do and you're shutting it down. In such a situation, he doesn't want to work for his parents because of that. Now, in such a situation, when you are the HR person and the son of the owner of the business is coming into the establishment, do they have rights to have expectations? And who do I direct my expectations to as the child of the... I know that's a complicated question, but it does tend to happen. In this case, people have advised this young man to go and work for his parents for the next 1 year and just make money that he can now use to do his own thing. But if I come in as the son of the owner of the establishment, who do I relay my expectations to? To you or to the MD?
Your father. Okay, that is just on the lighter note. Now, let's say this. It depends on how professional that person is. If you're really professional, it doesn't matter whose son you are. Your father may own the business, but you have to treat the business as a business. You must treat the business as a business. And if you treat the business as a business and you add your own level of professionalism, you will not see the staff or other employee different from yourself.
Right.
You will see them as people working together to make the workplace a better place. But most of the time, what do we see? We see people who come to take their father's company, to take their father's place, and automatically staff begin to see you differently because it's your father's company. And even when you are making a mistake, in our culture, we tend to want to allow you to make that mistake.
Because
it's his father's company. If you go and talk now, they can fire you. So just respect the young man. He says it's okay. But that shouldn't be. In the field of professionalism, you should still be able to do your job by telling the fellow that, no, sir, I beg to differ. This is my thinking. This is my advice. This is my suggestion. He can decide as the MD to overrule it eventually, but that is fine. But it's on paper that you said so. So we should be able to do our job irrespective of who is on board.
So as HR, you should be able to write a query write up a query for the son of the owner of the business?
Well, if it's your if he has taken the place of his father as the MD, you can't query your MD. But if it's a subordinate, yes, he can be queried if he misses the point.
There's a question that's on my mind, but we need to take a break. When we come back from this break, I need to ask you this question about querying your boss. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. It is Business Connect on Super 92.7 FM.
In today's fast 92.7 Super. One Radio, 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio.
It is still Super 92.7 FM, your one family, one radio. And if you're just joining us, we're right inside we're making this stew. Sorry, it's Business Connect. I'm kidding. I'm trying to be serious. I can't even be serious on a Business Connect deal. What's wrong with me? Because my expectations are... Okay, so before we took that break, I said there's a question that was on my mind because you talked about, you cannot query your MD. Say your lines manager has made a false accusation and roped everybody in. Do you have a right to respond in the mail and say, well, you have accused me wrongly and I humbly request for an apology? Do you have a right to do that?
Well, if you feel so pain and you feel that whatever accusation that was is not correct, you have a right to say that. But eventually and essentially, the matter will still get to HR for resolution, because that is the office that will deal with such matters, so that we don't escalate to one-on-one destruction of work
HR
processes.
was in copy of the letter.
It's not just being in copy. I said you need to submit that, allow the HR to lead the process.
HR responded saying you don't have a right to ask for apology from your head of department.
You see, we are still in an underdeveloping countries. Apology is a heavy word in this part of the world.
Wow.
But let me say this: if I feel pain and you have falsely accused me,
yes,
I have a right to demand for apology.
Exactly.
So I have within my right to say, look, and once it has been established that was false,